What's going on, YouTube? After all my ranting and raving the other day, we got us a load off the load board. Didn't pay near as much as we wanted, but I think the key is just getting out of Odessa with something decent, because just not a whole lot good getting out of here. We got one, we're getting 2 pumps. Looks like there's 2 of us, 2 trucks. He's got 2 pumps also, and I believe he's going Oklahoma City, same place I'm going. So we took it for $1,200 going to Oklahoma City. I think it's about 450 miles. It's like $270 a mile. Not terrible, but at least we can get into something better up there, because it seems like Oklahoma City has a lot of freight moving out of there. So we're gonna get this stuff loaded, waiting on this other truck to load and get out of the way, and then head to Oklahoma City, and we'll be up there tonight and get unloaded in the morning. So not all bad. Looks like it's about 6.5 hours up there. Might as well call it 7 hours, $1,200. Not terrible really, but we'll see what we can get coming out of there. I had one guy call when I was on the way over here, another load that I was looking from up there back to here, and he offered $1,400. I told him $1,500 because I didn't really want to come back here because it's so hard to get out of here. I mean, I could make, you know, if he did it for $1,500, which I bet you he would, and then $1,200 today, in 2 days I could make $2,700, which isn't bad at all. But I don't know, we'll see. I don't really want to come back here till the end of the week. Maybe get something going to Dallas, San Antonio, or Houston, or down south somewhere. Just back into Texas. Don't really want to go anywhere else. Well, there was like 90 something loads coming back into Texas out of Oklahoma earlier, so I don't see us having a problem getting one. But we'll catch up with y'all here in a little bit once we get loaded and see how everything goes. Well, we are Oklahoma City bound, just north of Big Spring, just cut off the interstate. I really hadn't got a chance to look at the route a whole lot yet, but it was going to be about there were 2 or 3 different ways you could go. This was the shortest. Well, it looks like we got a little construction going on. But yeah, it all looked like it's going to be about the same. So I just took this shortest route. We'll see where it takes us. I know we got to go up through Snyder, Seymour, I believe Wichita Falls. Not real sure where else, but we shall see. We got these 2 frac pumps loaded. I'll show y'all how I got them tied down and loaded and everything here in a little while. But we're gonna get on down the street. Well, what's going on, YouTube? My first 3.5 days of, I guess you could say, running over the road. Not really over the road. I mean, I'm staying in Texas, went to Oklahoma City with those frac pumps, and then picked up a dump truck and came back down to Joshua, which is south of Fort Worth, and dumped it off. And then now I'm loading these loading some concrete to go back to Midland. Today's Friday. I started out Tuesday evening, left Midland, got into Oklahoma City real early Wednesday morning, unloaded real quick, and was ready to find something else, but I couldn't find anything else that was decent. So finally, about, I don't know, 3:30 or so, I found something. By then it was too late. They wouldn't let me load it that day, so I ended up having to load it. It was a dump truck, coming down here to Joshua. I got it loaded. I'll stick a picture in there of it. And Thursday, which was yesterday, I would have been able to unload it yesterday. I don't think it would have made much difference because it'd have been so late I wouldn't have been able to reload anything until this morning anyways. But there was a big wreck on 35 right there at the Texas line. Traffic was backed up like 9 miles, so I got off at the casino right there at mile marker 1 in Oklahoma and sat there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, and then waited till all the traffic died out. Got a little later, that way I could ease on through Fort Worth and get down to Joshua. And so I got that dump truck unloaded this morning, and then here we are. We got this precast concrete going back to Midland. We'll get it done today, and shoot, we'll only be 30 miles from the house, so we're going home. Obviously, that's why I got something going back to Midland. Hadn't really been all that great. I think these 3 loads, I don't know, it seems like it's about 270 a mile is what I've been getting, somewhere right in there. So I think let me add up the total real quick. So for 3.5 days I did 2650, probably about, so 2650 for roughly, it'll be just over 1,000 miles by the time I get back to Midland. So yeah, that's about 265 a mile average, I guess, somewhere right in there. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what to think about all this stuff so far. Definitely nothing's been hard or nothing I can't do by any means. It just, you know, I'm not used to it. It's not what I normally do, so I've got to learn the ins and outs of it. Try to find some better paying loads. Anyways, we're gonna get this stuff loaded and we'll get back with y'all here in a little bit. Well, what's going on, y'all? We just stopped to grab some lunch, take a little break. We're in Eastland, Texas. I didn't show y'all how I tied everything down. Got these rings in the side, so I just ran one chain, 2 binders on each side. Pretty simple. We just stopped here, gonna grab some lunch. Got a Taco Casa here. I love Taco Casa. They don't have one in Odessa, so I don't ever get to eat it. So that's where I wanted to stop. I was going to stop at the one at Abilene. I seen this one. I said, well, we'll just whip on in there and stop there. Yeah, y'all might make fun of me. I didn't have any edge protectors in this truck. They're on my hot shot. But I did have some rags. Way cheaper, and they work just as good. Gotta work with what you got. So, anyways, gonna grab some lunch and kick it on down the road.